And we're back, everyone. We're back. I'm
back.
Daniel.
I'm Julia.
And here we go. Western. Oh, should we say where we are?
Oh, okay. So,
Last time.
we
talked about the Diamond Coast Hotel.
And we were in
Enniskillen.
the
in Sligo County.
Sligo County, on the west side of Ireland.
West side. No? Okay.
Enniskillen is the name of the little village that
wee little village.
The wee little village.
We got distracted by the beach and didn't take much pictures of the village. My apologies. But
and it was a little easier to get to the beach than it was to actually get to the village.
I mean, we went to the village.
We went to the village, to the shops.
We didn't take the fancy camera to the village. Why? Anyway, so this is the pretty water. Is that fair?
It's a very different beach than I'm used to.
Right.
Yeah.
I love these trees.
Beach.
They're everywhere.
Yes.
These kind of bushes. They were in Guernsey, if you remember. They were there too. They can handle this kind of harsh climate.
Cold weather, very, very cold weather.
Yeah. And they're not even snarky with me. Yeah. We pass this all the time.
So this is like
It's a plane.
It's something that they have a lot in the summer, and it's just, we were there during the winter, so it was closed down, but you can actually, I believe you can rent that space.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's like
it's not an amusement park.
No,
and it's not you can go inside it.
It's like you can...
It's an industrial space.
And you can like camp on it, though. It's like a camping ground.
Maybe.
So it's just
we had a lot of theories. Most of them we proved wrong throughout our time there.
But with all the signs and everything, I was like, that might... But anyway, it was just really kind of just interesting thing in the middle of a village.
I walked up the street to try to find it at one point. I found a lot of backhoes and other things, as if this was part of a construction site, so the mystery just got worse. Anyway,
back to the beach. We spent a lot of time just taking pictures of the beach, not going in the water. Way too cold for that.
It was.
We left
winter.
that to the real water babies.
There is a picture somewhere in here.
Yeah.
So
but look
how wide this beach is, and I want to really just. Isn't this pretty?
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh yeah, sunset.
Right? Isn't this fantastic?
The
cloud coming in here.
We're
about to get caught in the rain, probably.
Pictures
too.
of sunsets. It's very nice. Very nice. There's the village.
That's much more the villages
and everything.
And
from the water view.
So there's a castle there. It's so cute. Now, if you were actually at it, you'd realize that was an old, no longer used beach house. And keep that in mind, because later we'll talk about it. See,
there were
adventurous people
in the water doing stuff. There were other people doing other things besides parasailing.
Yes, they had wetsuits on. Yes.
It was just way too cold. There's like no way.
Not.
No.
And you can't see the mountains beyond that because we're in a protected inlet. That's why the waves are so... Now, who's that, Julia?
That is the Daniel.
And
he's carrying the camera case while I'm carrying the camera taking pictures.
But this is a good sense of scale about how far away I am. Look how tiny I am. I'm just a little guy, right?
So he's going up to the water's edge where the water goes up to, as you can kind of see the kind of line, but the waves are actually out right now. So it's really kind of cool to think about it. It's super far away. It looks like it's really close to it.
Okay, so this is me walking to town at one point and showing you that even when you're on one of the main drags, you can just look into a gap and there's more ocean.
There really is one main road.
Yes.
In and out of this little village.
Scratching my nose.
And we're literally walking on the road, the sidewalk right now, taking a picture over the parking lot and then to the beach.
Because the beach is right there, literally the whole town.
Mm-hmm. So this is the
castle field.
The little castle ruins. That is the cool thing to see when you get to this Enniskillen.
Too much.
So this is a far away view. Very nice. I took these pictures. Thank you very much.
So you immediately were like, my friends would take such cute pictures with this because, like, you could imagine a little kid sitting in this.
Yes, these are
It's
really
just-
cute benches.
It's a butterfly wing with a bench, and it's pretty adorable. But we do not travel with Kid.
No,
It was just us.
no, it was just
so
us.
we did not feel the urge to.
This was a very sleepy little town and their very quiet existence.
There it is. It's getting
But
bigger.
oh, isn't that nice? I'm very proud. Go back.
Go back.
I'm very proud of that picture.
It's a pretty good
I
picture.
took like I don't know how many pictures to try to get like a perfect postcard looking thing. So I'm pretty proud of that.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
So then we have to get up to it because it's still too far away.
This
You
is
can
our
see it in
little
the corner.
path. They are stairs ish.
I mean,
You
you
can-
can't really see.
Can't really
I
see
promise
it.
there are stairs there
Yeah.
ish. There's
Yeah.
a handrail, thank goodness.
The handrail was
Helped a
helped.
lot.
It was a little wobbly itself, so it wasn't something you could completely lean on. This was the closest we were kind of allowed to go. Yes, people do get closer, but there really was a fence. See this fence along here?
Yeah.
There was a point where it stops you. You can keep going and ignore the
There's
fence
also
exit, but
prickly vines that
Yes.
remind you of Sleeping Beauty between us and them.
so it kind of keeps people away
It
from
was a
messing with the
thorny
ruins.
thing.
So it makes sense why
This
they
is
did
the
that.
view from the top because we're up
Yeah.
a hill.
Yep. So if
Isn't that pretty?
one way is the castle, the other way is this pretty little view.
Yeah.
So
I mean, look at this. Rolling hills. Right, Julia?
rolling hills,
Rolling
hills of Ireland, absolutely beautiful. Oh, and look, I'm in it. I'm on the rolling hill of Ireland.
I didn't show Julia this. I guess I should mention
Oh.
Julia hasn't actually seen these.
Oh, there I am.
And those
yes.
are the prickly bush to the right.
As you can see, it's pretty cold.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
takes a
usually
lot
the
for
one
Julia
to
to be
bundle up.
bundled up,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was pretty drafty and
but
cold that day.
let's just move on. Look,
Oh,
there
and
she
there's
is
me
see,
with
that's,
the castle.
That's the best one to me.
Daniel took this picture, as you guys can
yeah,
tell,
you can
and the
tell
sun,
it is.
and the sun is obviously like right in my face. I might have been on an edible at that time as well. Anyway, not admitting to nothing. So we got to
You're ridiculous.
an Irish pub after that whole adventure, and we were freezing cold. And we got to the main part of the village where there were 3 pubs, I want to say. About 3 pubs. This was the one that was
So
open.
we had like a good Irish stew.
And I got, which is apparently a specialty, which is a mushroom soup with the soda bread and the Irish butter.
Soda bread. Have we talked about? We've talked about
Soda
bread.
bread. Soda bread's amazing.
Yeah, you got to make some soda
Yum.
bread. You got to go to Ireland, get soda bread, learn how to make it, and then make it at home.
It's so good. So good. Anyway.
That's me.
Oh, that's the pub. Yes, you can see.
Trying to be
And a quick
do
note.
something. What?
Quick note that the board that you can see on the back there had the list of all the different food for us to pick from, and that's how we picked what we wanted
That's
to eat.
it.
There was like 6 options.
Who needs a menu, man?
It's a pub.
Let's not overthink this. So I wanted to include these because this is just fantastic. So obviously it says Sligo because we're in Sligo County. That's where you could just hook up your bike. But the picture to the right is the fascinating one. These are all the tools you would need to fix your bike. Allen wrenches, everything. Your chain comes off, they have tools for that. Everything is there, and it just sits there round the clock forever and ever. So that's the first time we had seen something like that. A bike repair center.
This place was so tiny that on our last day there, we had decided, okay, well, because we needed to get at the bus stop at a certain time, and we had all our luggage, and we'd have to kind of go uphill. We're like, let's just call a cab service. We did ask ahead of time. We asked Diamond Coast if they had a cab service in the little village. They did. However, their cab service was one guy who had a car that passed certain, regulations that it needs to be a cab service, who was in the hospital, unfortunately, from the day before.
Yeah,
so he had
happened.
sent his wife, who had no idea what she was doing, but she had the car and could get us to the bus stop on time, and that's all we cared about.
And to show you how small a town it is, it's not just how insane that is. It's that when they said, "Oh, I'll just call," it wasn't like a taxi service number.
No.
They texted him in the hospital, and it's like, oh, I'll just
Yes.
call your wife, because of course they already
Because-
have the number for
Yeah.
the wife.
Yeah.
Because it's a small, that small.
It's that tiny, so it was absolutely adorable.
So, I'll talk about this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Remember that bathhouse that I'm like, they don't use it anymore? These are the plans to revitalize that area and turn it into a modern space with meeting areas, a bathhouse, and kind of really exciting stuff that they're looking into doing. This is all on display near it. There was like 10 of these.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Very cool. It's the future.
More
So
of
now
the
we're up
beach.
higher, looking down on where
Mhm.
most of our other beach pictures were taken. Oh, this is so cute. So we got the birds on the
Mm-hmm.
left. On the right, if you look carefully, it's the Little Mermaid. Okay, not the Disney version, friends.
So yes.
So there's some heavy waves when you get up to the breaker walls.
Yeah.
Uh,
The breaker walls were
not messing around.
yeah. So but all very pretty. Oh,
No, I don't want to bore you with this.
Our little
The
friend,
black pig.
the black pig. So this little guy, the statue of this little guy, is up the street from Diamond Coast Hotel. So all the pictures
It's
we've been
even
showing,
more in the middle of nowhere
Yes.
than our hotel is.
Yeah.
And he's just this statue. That's it.
yeah,
That explanation isn't anywhere near him.
no,
I just found it. I'm like, wait. That's the pig's explanation. So
Yeah.
I had to take a picture of it.
yep,
And so yes, food.
yes.
There were a few coffee and treats.
Treat
Most of them are not
places.
open during the off season, but this one was.
This one was. It was open basically 2 days while we were there. So we got what the Irish and the British people call pudding. It's like, oh, it's this.
It's closer.
It's kind
to
of like a custard
cobbler.
cobbler-like
It
thing, but they
definitely
call
had
it.
cobblerish flavors,
But they
it's
call
not
it
the
pudding.
consistency.
So I'm like, okay, pudding it is then, and it was just super good. So we
This is the
obviously
last slide,
got
right?
we got the
Whoops.
regular pudding, and
Never
then
saw
we
that.
got the berry pudding. So
Yeah,
it was
we
really
wiped those out
delicious.
while the-
This is just something that you can get while you're walking up and down at the beach. It was one little
and a
kiosk
stone.
that was
Yeah.
open.
So everybody should check this place out. It is the most obscure place we've been, and simply magical.
Absolutely magical.
But you know what? I think we need to say it till next time, right?
till next
Because
time. Till next time.
we won't be here.
We might be
for the next
somewhere
video.
else. Somewhere
Yes.
still green.
Definitely green.
Definitely still green.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So, as I said, till next time.